Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended. And today I'm sitting here with my new Mutated Deinonychus. It's the next edition of Loki, and this time he's not only mutated in every stat aside from oxygen and food, but he also has what I'd consider to be just a generally good set of traits to have on any combat creature: protective, distracting, tenacious, angry, and vampiric. All these traits on their own are just pretty decent and beneficial to have on a combat creature, so just combine them all together, I feel, just makes it particularly good. I probably could make it better, but I really didn't feel like trying to figure out what the best possible traits would be. I feel like these are just general good set to use. I don't have the pre-mutation, post-mutation stats to compare with the mutation and imprint, because I ended up losing my pre-mutation Deinonychus that I used for mutation process. I don't have any of them anymore, so we're just gonna have to go with the stats after mutation imprint. But as you can see, they're okay. Obviously, Deinonychus are not exactly the most tanky creature out there, especially not when compared to an Elder Claw, but they're still pretty decent. Mutating the stamina and weight was also really nice. Deinonychus are creatures that good for traversing the map, so I felt mutating stamina is good, and weight obviously will just help me carry more stuff, and of course, I mean, damage and health don't really need much explanation. I did give Loki himself one blast of Drakeling XP, and the rest of these, which I need to quickly go ahead and put a saddle on. Let's see, how much do they have? I guess I'll give it a minute to go ahead and quickly realize that they have more XP than it currently says they do. But I have 3 males and 3 females in addition to Loki himself. So we should be able, I think that's about as large of a pack as you can get. I think it's 1 pack leader and then 6 others in the pack. They currently only have 26 levels. I don't know how much health that they go up by, so I'm just gonna quickly... Okay, it's probably like 200, 250 per. I'm thinking maybe 7,500, maybe? Something right there. I do want to go test out the damage before I go and level the damage at all, but yeah. Not exactly the most health, and without a good saddle, it's going to make it even harder for them to tank anything, but we'll see how it goes. These Deinonychus stats, they're technically what I would consider mutatable, but they're still pretty low for that standard. 32 is the lowest I will go on a Deinonychus, so I definitely would be going higher most of the time, but just want to quickly see how much damage we deal. It's not bad. Almost 200 on my own, and of course Vampiric's gonna help me heal. If I just quickly head over here. Wrong one. I'm just going to toss the rest of them out, and then we can see what happens when I add mate boost and then pack boost on top of it. Just quickly pull these guys out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use these guys to take on Grendel. I just don't know if they're going to be strong enough to handle him. Let's see, 250 with mate boost, and if we pop the pack drawer, can I... It's not letting me for some reason. I am the pack leader, right? Oh wait, never mind. It did apply it just into the animation. If we go over here, I think we're still count as being slowed down. There we go. Okay, 375. That's not that bad. And of course, that'll go up drastically with every level I put into it. Of course, I do have an Autumn Drakeling on my shoulder. Keep forgetting about that every time, but that's okay. Yeah, I think... I don't know, should I go up to 10,000? I'm not really sure how much it would take to get to 10,000. Oh, hold on. What did we start with? Start with about 4,000, so that's 3.5. Probably take around 28 then? Let's see. I'll just go to 10k. 30. Okay, so that still leaves a good amount to be put onto damage. I'm not exactly sure what I want to test these things out on. I wanted to go take out a Giga or a Carcha, but I'm a little bit worried that they're just not going to be strong enough to handle that, so might have to see. I definitely want to get them a little bit more XP. I've only had these guys sitting in a cryo ball for a single day, so they're not too high level yet, and I wanted to give them all some Drakeling XP, but that just turned out to be too difficult to do. Hold on, it's 30 levels, right? Yeah, 30. Right. What's going on? Oh, there. Alright. Anyway. But yeah, I want to try and go around and kill a bunch of aloes today, because I need some aloe brains to go ahead and fight Grendel. Which, by the way, I have all of the Elder Claws bred up, so I'm going to give them about a week to level in a ball. So I'm expecting that the episode for taking out Grendel should hopefully be out by the next Tuesday, which would be... hold on. When would that be? I think it'd be the 16th, maybe? No, that's not right. 16th or 15th, I'm gonna say. I'm not really sure. I can't really do the math right now, but hopefully next Tuesday from when this comes out, so hopefully we'll be able to handle it, and hopefully I'll be able to get something else ready to fight him, because I do want to fight him a second time, but we'll see how that goes. I do want to be able to complete the trophy room, and do that I'm going to need a second flag, so we'll have to go ahead and fight him a second time. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, it's chasing a Procoptodon. You just help with that. Whoops. There we go. I also want to go check to see if the Broodmother's around today, just to see if maybe we could take the Mutated Deinonychus as well as my Elder Claw over there to see if we could take on the Broodmother with 7 Deinonychus and an Elder Claw. I think that if I do that, I think I'm going to use my Elder Claw as the mount, simply so I can make use of the totem. The Broodmother should probably be able to fully charge the totem, and it would apply the bonus to all the Deinonychus as well, so definitely going to want to utilize that. Speaking of which, I should probably check all their levels. I'm still not there. I think I want to wait till they all hit like 30 before I go ahead and start putting a bunch of levels into health. It's going to take a little bit of time, though. I'm not really sure what the best way to farm a bunch of experience on these guys is. I guess I could head down to the Aberration area and we could go kill some Spinos. Those are a pretty good way to get XP. I do want to kill a bunch of aloes, though. Well, we'll see. We'll stay up here for a little bit longer and just kill some stuff, and then I'll head down and I'll probably just go farm the XP, and then I will bring you guys back when I'm ready to go and actually try to find something interesting. Alright, so I'm back in the Emerald Forest, and I was able to get all these guys up to the 30 levels into health that they need. I wasn't really able to put that much into damage yet. I do want to check everyone, though, just make sure that we top them off if they do have any extras. Alright, we're good. And I went ahead and healed them using the plant species Z plant, which I've probably said this 100 times by now, but seriously, if you need a way to heal a creature, go and use those plants. They're amazing. And I found a couple things that I want to take on, the first being this Alpha Carno, which is a level 140. Then I also found an Alpha Carcanos, which is also a 140. I wanted to take on the Carno first. I know that these Deinonychus do a very good amount of damage, but I don't know exactly how good they're going to be at handling taking the damage. They only have primitive saddles with the exception of Loki, who has, I think it's only like 50 or 60 armor, which really isn't that great, but I do want to make sure that they're going to be able to handle taking all this damage, especially seeing that Carnos will do bleed and Carcanos are just high damage in general, so I want to make sure that they're going to be able to handle this, especially if I also want to take them against a Giga or a Carcha. That honestly didn't seem too difficult. Hopefully everyone got some XP. It's looking like a no. I wish that creatures that were able to be in packs. Creatures that have like a pack boost or something would all gain part of the XP from killing things. At least more than normal creatures do. I don't know if they do, but yeah, it looks like Loki's the only one who actually got a benefit from that. I do want to bring them over to try and take out that Carchanos, because I think that'll be even better, and now that I think about it, my Chibi probably got some XP off of that. Not much. Not gonna be able to max level that thing before Lost Colony comes up, but that's okay. Speaking of Lost Colony, I might come back to Valguero while I'm working on Lost Colony. I only have so often that I can actually go ahead and record, so I might be able to spend some of the time that I can't record, but I can still work on things. I might spend some of that time over here on Valguero during the start of Lost Colony, because obviously early game, I want to be able to make... It's a lot easier to put out more episodes early game than it is when you get to mid and late game, and it takes more work in between episodes to get things set up, so while I don't have a lot of time to go ahead and record, and I have a lot extra time to go ahead and just work on things, I may work on some stuff here on Val while I wait for my ability to make my next episode for Lost Colony. So, the Valguero series may not end when Lost Colony comes out. I'd like to be able to close it off before then, but if not, I might be able to get a few more episodes done before I have to fully commit everything to Lost Colony. That being said, from what I understand, Lost Colony is to come out on the 18th, which is the time I'm recording this 9 days from now, so not sure if that's actually going to happen or not, but if it does, then I will go ahead and definitely be making an episode on Lost Colony, so we can go ahead and experience it. I don't know where all my Deinonychus went. Here we go. I'm just going to pick them up, honestly. But I definitely want to go ahead and play around on it, but I want to make sure I can finish up what I have here on Valguero. I'm just going to go ahead and track them. But yeah, I might end up making the boss fight against Grendel with Elder Claws a little bit earlier than a week. As much as I'd like to give them a lot of time to level, I also want to be able to get it out before Lost Colony's release, so I might have to go ahead and do it a bit sooner than I originally anticipated, but we'll see. I'm also hoping I can finish mutating Mega Raptors by then. I have all the stats done, I'm just waiting on a single color and obviously combining them, which honestly is kind of the hardest part. But once those are done, we can test that thing out, and I'm hoping that the Broodmother will spawn, because I would like to try it against the Broodmother. I have the same traits that I have on Loki waiting for my Mega Raptor, so I'm hoping that it will be able to handle just about anything I throw at it, and unlike my Deinonychus, I actually do have a good saddle for it at like 130 armor. I'm going to try and keep finding a good saddle blueprint for my Deinonychus. I want to be able to take them up against the Broodmother, just test them out, or honestly even I'd like to be able to take like 19 or maybe even 20 of them to fight Grendel, but I just don't think that's going to happen without a good saddle. I just don't really trust them to handle such a difficult boss fight. From what I understand, Grendel's one of the hardest bosses in the game now, and that's definitely a very high bar to set, so I'm really anxious to go ahead and go into that thing, but I'm really hoping that we'll be able to make it work. I've got a lot of stuff planned for that fight. I got 2 batches of Elder Claws ready, one that will just be Elder Claws and a Utai, and one that'll be Elder Claws, 2 Gigas, and a Stego, which I think that will probably work, because I'll be able to use my shotgun on the back of a Stego, so if I can't go ahead and have my Elder Claws and Gigas take out Grendel, then I'm hoping that my shotgun should be able to finish him off. Probably should check their health. I think we'll be fine. I think that Carchanos is right over here. Oh, I went a little bit too far. It's just down here. But yeah, a lot of things planned, and I'm really excited to close up this series. It's been fun, but I'm ready to go experience Lost Colony. I'm really excited and really nervous, seeing that it's a map that obviously no one's ever played on yet. I don't really know anything about it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it in the few months that they're going to give us before the release of whatever's next. I think Gen 1 is next, but a little bit anxious. I thought that Carcanos was right over here. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, there it is. I want to get that thing out of the water. So, oh perfect, this will work. I'll just quickly go ahead and pull out the pack. Try and lead it away from the water so they don't get caught in it. Oh boy. That's a lot of damage. We're gonna be okay though. Oh, forgot one. Quickly. Alright. Fortunately, the bleed's doing a lot of work, but Carcanos are kind of hard to hit on something so small. I'm gonna hope that if I can just take most of the aggro, then it'll be fine. I think I can hit the leg, and maybe not. The arms work. Okay. Just need to be careful that I don't get picked up. I don't know if Alpha Carcanos can grab or not. That bleed's definitely going to be doing a lot of damage. Gotta remember to keep the pack bonus up, though. There we go. Come on. Doesn't look that bloody. No. Never mind, I guess it was very bloody. I can't remember who got the final blow, judging by all the XP, I'm guessing Loki did. I'll take that. Just want to see. Yeah, it looks like no one else got any experience. That's not great. We were able to survive with a good amount of our health still left. I mean, we handled both an Alpha Carno and Carcanos, both really high level, and I mean, we didn't even lose half health, so I think I'll go ahead and heal these guys up, and then maybe I'll go see if we can handle a Giga or a Carcha. I'll have to check if any are on the map, or maybe I'll go check the Broodmother and we'll do that instead. Broodmother might be easier than a Giga because of the bleed, but I don't know. I'll see after I go ahead and get these guys healed up and go see what's on the map. Okay, I managed to find a Carcha on the map, so we don't have to worry about taking on a Giga. However, it's a level 100, so I'm a little nervous that this thing may be a little bit too powerful for our Deinonychus to handle. I did check, and the Broodmother is on the map, so depending on how well we handle this Carcha, we might try and take out the Broodmother with my Elder Claw, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm honestly really nervous. I don't know if these guys are going to be able to handle all the damage that this thing's going to be able to deal, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can bleed it down pretty good. Gonna have to try and grab onto it. I think it's too busy worried about something else, so kinda able to handle it without having to worry too much. It would help if the rest of the pack could help out, though. There we go. Some damage. Looks like it's doing, 130 is not that impressive, I guess. Pop that one more time. Tearing this thing. Oh yeah, we should be able to handle this. Alright, and there we go. Perfect. And someone else got the kills, so I mean someone's about to have a lot of experience. Yep, 11 levels. Alright, well that's not bad. Yeah, it looks like we took pretty good hits though. Honestly though, I'm not really that... That wasn't that bad, I guess. I mean, still, I mean, that's about what the Carno and the Carcanos did together, so I think with my Elder Claw, we might be able to handle the Broodmother. I definitely want to let these guys level up, though, and I just realized that I'm on the wrong Deinonychus. I'm not sure if I'd rather be on Loki or Trebjorn. I'm not really sure. I mean, if I notice that other Deinonychus start dying, I'll probably pick Loki up, and we can try to flee from the Broodmother, but with all of his traits, especially vampiric, I honestly don't know if the Broodmother would be able to kill him before I could pick him up and save him, so I'm gonna go take these guys, get them healed again, and then we'll head for the Broodmother and then see how that goes, and then we can end the episode after that. Alright, we're here at the lair, and it's time to see if we can take on the Broodmother with a pack of Deinonychus and an Elder Claw. Hold on, let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there should be one more. They stuck on a rock or something up here? I don't know how I managed to miss that. There we go. Let's see. Where are they? They didn't fall down, did they? Well, I guess we'll just have to see. So we're going in with only 6 of them this time. Let's quickly peek out that guy. Alright. Let's see. Oh, there she is. Oh. Oh, what I'm gonna do, want them to run past her. Then we can go ahead and have them start taking her on. Fortunately, the bleed's doing most of the work for us. And as long as she's trying to face me, then I think we'll be okay. I completely forgot about putting the totem down. Hopefully that'll make the Deinonychus stronger as well. It's hard to see how bloody she is in this state, but I think we should be fine. Guess we didn't have my Drakeling helping out, so... Oh. Wow, that did not take long at all. Well, I feel like my Elder Claw could handle that all on his own. Check the Deinonychus. Honestly, it looks like they're barely hurt at all. Loki's obviously perfectly fine. And is this the one that got the kill? Well, how's the level anyway? Did the loot go? Where is the loot? I'll just pick them all up. Just want to make sure she doesn't have something that matters. Probably not, but I mean, I guess I can throw that into the grinder, but yeah, for the most part, I'll just leave that here. We're still missing one of them though, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're missing one of the females. Let's see. Where? Come on. I wonder if I missed it. Oh, yeah, I must have missed it back at the plant. Yeah, that's my bad. Oh, I'll have to go pick it up here, but I'll just head back home first to end the episode off, and then I'll go pick it up some other time. If I remember. I probably will, but no promises. But yeah, I'll just head back home, and then we can go. I think that I still need another Broodmother flag, but I can't remember how many times I killed her. But yeah, we'll head back and then I'll go ahead and end the episode off there, and then that'll be it. Alright, back home, and let's see. Oh, I guess I already had both the Broodmother flags. That's okay, though, because I do need to go ahead and put down the taxidermies of the Elder Claws and the, Deinonychus. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put them now that I think about it, because I was planning, I don't know how to go ahead and make there be 3 pedestals here and make it look good. Well, maybe I'll come back at some point and mutate another. I guess I'll put one right there and one right there. I could try and center them better, but I think we'll be fine. I'm trying to remember how to hide the base. Maybe I have to go ahead and put the taxidermy on there first, but we'll go ahead and have one of my Elder Claw and one of my Deinonychus. I want to make sure it's Loki. And there we go. Grab both of those. And I haven't actually looked at the taxidermy of the Elder Claw yet. Now I'm gonna have to pick it up. I probably should go ahead and try and center it, but I might do that later. But for now, I just want to go ahead and make these the way they are right now. But let's see. Get rid of the base. It's weird without the glow. They look really weird. I didn't even know that they had. Huh? It's weird. I almost feel like some of the colors doesn't even show up on here. Oh well, doesn't matter. But there's the texture for an Elder Claw. Let's see, we have. Okay, that's the level up animation. That's just I guess the aggro animation, I'm guessing. That's the attack. Is that supposed to be the running animation, or? Not really sure. I'll probably go with that one, I think. I can start going with this one, but for some reason its eyes are closed, so. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the level up one. It's not that bad. Then we can grab the Deinonychus one over here, so I need to go ahead and flip this around, just like Elder Claw. I think that was right. Yeah, there we go. At the base, and then I feel like I should probably have Deinonychus memorized. Yeah, that's that. There. I'll probably go with that. Alright. Well, that's 2 down, 1 to go with the Mega Raptor, and eventually maybe I'll do something else. I might go ahead and center these because it's probably going to drive me crazy they're not centered, but I didn't have a way to quickly do that, and oh well, it doesn't really matter. But they look nice, and Deinonychus, not exactly my best work when it comes to the colors. Had a difficult time with trying to color their actual skin instead of just their feathers, but I decided to base their colors off of the American kestrel, which is a small falcon, and it lives in a lot of places in North America, but particularly it also lives in Montana, which is where Deinonychus were originally discovered, from what I remember. So I decided to go with their colors, and I feel like it turned out decent, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of just the white body, but I don't know. I feel like it's not that bad, and the Elder Claw definitely looks better when it's not the taxidermy. I don't know why some of the, I guess, branches, or I'm not really sure what those aren't purple like they're supposed to be, but I don't know. It still looks pretty good. But hopefully we'll be able to get Grendel and the Mega Raptor here pretty soon. But I do need to go and start working on that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. Grendel episode should hopefully be out by next Tuesday, but it might be sooner, it might be later, I really don't know. And then There will be a Lost Colony episode. I guess it technically will be the day after Lost Colony is released due to when I'm allowed to record, so it will be a little bit later, but it definitely will be out, so we'll get to have first look at Lost Colony, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, farewell.